so take it slow. There's still a very slight risk of some severe weather moving across the area. Best sort of seeing thunderstorms probably from the city on south as we go through the evening hours. Radar, thankfully, has been quiet. I think the evening commute was looking okay. We're watching some gusty thunderstorms north of Harrisburg. Still away, and they track towards central New Jersey, and some could just flare up close to home over the next couple hours. Right now, a cold front is slipping to our south, so the best chance of formation of these storms would be to the south of this front. That's why I think limited activity over the Hudson Valley, Connecticut, and New Jersey. But from the city southward, we could see a few more storms. Futurecasts indicating that in the first part of the evening, widely scattered, but a couple of gusty downpours, and same idea tomorrow as well. This is what our accurate app looks right now, isolating that thunderstorm over Pennsylvania. We'll be watching that tracking through the evening hours. We'll say heat last in the 7-day AccuWeather forecast. In the meantime, Diana, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Lee. The latest developments for you in the upstate prison escape. It's been almost a week since the breakout, and so far the 2 convicted murderers have eluded capture. Today, investigators swarmed a swampy area near the prison where bloodhounds picked up scent. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has been on the scene for days now. She joins us from West Platte. Marcy?
Diana, despite everything happening here, Governor Cuomo says they really don't know where the guys are, that they could be here, they could be in Mexico. And police are still following up on hundreds of leads, but the one that brought them here might end up being the most promising so far. Heavily armed officers still scouring the woods just miles from the prison. We have aircraft, we have K-9, we have tons of ground personnel. We're exhausting every single resource. The report tells ABC News bloodhounds picked up the 2 fugitives since last night. Officers then finding an area they believe David Sweat and Richard Matt may have camped out.
There is that the 2 escapees could have been, had been in there, but we in that location for a period of time.
Sources tell ABC News police are still questioning this prison worker, Joyce Mitchell, about whether she was supposed to pick the men up in a getaway car after their escape early Saturday and just never showed. Same day, she checked herself into a hospital complaining of a panic attack. Investigators say it's very possible the convicted killers are still nearby or potentially making their way to Vermont.
These 2 guys are dangerous. These are bad guys. They will do whatever it takes to try and maintain their freedom.
A former accomplice of one of the fugitives trained to show his face, backing up that claim from personal experience.
There's no telling what his mindset is and what he will do next.
And sources now tell ABC News that within a year, investigators looked into whether the other fugitive, David Sweat, had a relation to a prison worker who was questioned, but they didn't have enough information to take action against her. And we're told Joyce Mitchell still has not been charged and is cooperating with investigators. Plattsburgh, New York. Marcy Gonzalez, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Marcy, we're following a developing story in the huge government hacking case. Appears to have gotten a lot bigger today. A short time ago, we learned hackers stole personal data and Social Security for every federal employee. So we're following the developments from the newsroom.
That the hack affected about 4 million people, but now a government union today claims that it's worse than that, much worse. Data about every current and former federal employees may have been stolen, according to their union officials. Not just information, as was first reported, but the most sensitive of information. We're talking Social Security numbers, which apparently were not encrypted, military records, addresses, birthdays, job and pay history, health and life insurance information, as well as pension information. Also stolen the workers' ages, genders, and race. And perhaps most disturbing...
We have to wait, Ryan. Ours isn't done yet, okay?
I'm fine with that.
Sensitive information about workers' relatives, friends, even college roommates. The federal government, perhaps the largest...
Ooh, swords. Whoop, whoop. I'll take these carrots.
And not just to embarrass the U.S., but also to find out the Chinese might be working closely with the U.S. government. Either way.
Put it on your plate.
World News with David Muir will have more tonight at 6. Diana?
Okay, thank you, Bill. New details in a Brooklyn group's plot to help ISIS. A 5th man, Akmal Zarkurov, has been arrested for attempting to provide funds to the terror group. His arrest comes after 2 men from New York were taken into custody, accused of trying to travel overseas to train with ISIS and then return to the U.S. to commit acts of terror. 2 others were arrested for trying to raise money for that trip. A not guilty plea this afternoon for the man indicted for killing a New York City police officer. Officer Brian Moore was shot and killed last month. Today, Demetrius Blackwell was indicted on 12 criminal counts, including aggravated murder. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burbick first posted the news on Twitter. From a court in Queens. NJ?
And Sean Day, the officer's father, was quoted as saying today that he wished the state of New York had a death penalty. He could pull the switch, but no, the state of New York does not have a death penalty. Blackwell is convicted of the top count. He faces a mandatory sentence of life in prison without parole.
These police officers behind you believe these courthouse steps. And this can happen again.
More than 150 police officers stood vigil at the Queens Courthouse as Demetrius Blackwell faced a count indictment, aggravated murder, first and second degree murder, attempted aggravated murder, first and second degree attempted murder, 2 counts, weapons possession, drug possession, possession of stolen property, marijuana, petty larceny. But it is the top count that could put Blackwell in prison for the rest of his life for the cold-blooded murder of NYPD officer Brian Moore.
The most serious charge.
Hey!
That
Now! Now!
carries with it a mandatory sentence of life
Now!
without the possibility of parole. It is defined as the murder of a police officer engaged in the forceful performance of his official duties, who the defendant knew or should have known was a police officer.
Brian Moore was just 25 years old, but already a New York City police officer with over 150 arrests. Chase while trying to stop a man with a gun while on patrol in Queens last month. Among the spectators was Officer Moore's father, himself a retired officer, and later quoted as saying he wished the state had a death penalty. But in court, Blackwell's attorney said he may pursue a form of the insanity defense, explaining to reporters that Blackwell has a history of mental illness. And brother today questioned the prosecution's case.
His crime, I want the evidence for this one to be proven that he did it. You're saying you have your doubt. Everybody has doubts. I wasn't there, and neither was anybody like you, so you can't fit in.
Yes, Blackwell pleaded not guilty in court today, but the possibility that the defense may pursue some form of many in the courtroom. We asked the defense attorney to explain. Well, that's part of the story coming up on Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock tonight. Live in Kew Gardens, Queens, and Jennifer at Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
NJ, thank you. We're following some breaking news right now. There's an accident causing a big backup on the FDR. Shannon Stone is live over Newscopter 7 with more. Shannon?
It does not take much to mess up this FDR drive. You were looking down at the downtown side by 79th Street. You can see 3 cars involved in a little fender bender here. We are hearing that it might have been a police officer involved as well. But you have 2 lanes taken out on this northbound side of the FDR, but the police are squeezing through. And look at what this is doing in traffic just in time for the rush hour. It is bumper to bumper delay, and it goes all the way back down towards the Brooklyn Bridge. Speed of the FDR drive at all costs that you can this afternoon, and this is going to get a whole lot worse. Reporting live over the FDR drive, Shannon Stone, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
A man convicted of killing an 18-year-old girl. There we go. A man convicted of killing an 18-year-old girl on Long Island was sentenced today. Maxwell Sherman will spend 18 years to life in prison for the murder of Lauren Deb Vernon. Sherman pleaded guilty to beating and Vernon in Rockville Center. That was back in 2013. Outside court today, the Vernon's mother spoke of the devastation she has suffered since losing her daughter.
See her grow up and do good things for herself. He belongs in jail and he belongs there for the rest of his life. And I will be at every parole as long as I'm still alive. I will be at every parole hearing to make sure he never gets out.
Sherman told the court he was sorry for his actions and was not in his right state of mind at the time of the murder. Another news exclusive tonight. We're hearing from a teenager whose eye was injured in a paintball attack, and he's not the only victim out there. Also, 9 people shot. New information on the victims and who we're looking for tonight. Plus, a school intruder. What police say he did once he got into the school.
Every night at 11, Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News.
The sportier utility vehicle. Stanley Steamer is the first carpet cleaning service certified asthma and allergy free. It's our new standard of clean. Call about our $99 carpet cleaning special. New York State is reinventing how we do business by leading the way on tax cuts. We cut the rates on personal income taxes. We enacted the lowest corporate tax rate since 1968. We eliminated the income tax on manufacturers altogether. In New York, qualified businesses that start, expand, or relocate to New York State pay no taxes for 10 years, all to grow our economy and create jobs. New York can give more business the opportunity to grow at ny.gov/business.
Leave my plant alone.
Book your stay now for $200 in savings. For years, I knew that this wasn't good for me. Nicotine is very addictive, but you can quit. I quit. My body felt better, and I also was no longer burdened with addiction. Planning my life around making sure that I had a cigarette and spending all that money. I could breathe better. We're tough enough to quit. If anyone can do it, it's a New Yorker.
Love Eyewitness News, and you'll love our app. So easy. Lightning fast with breaking news alerts, keeping you up to date in a New York minute. It's everything you love about Eyewitness News. Download the Eyewitness News app.
Police in Bridgeport tonight searching for at least 2 shooters who opened fire on a group of people in a parking lot. This happened this morning. 1 person was killed, 8 injured, all outside an apartment complex. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis is in Bridgeport with more.
And Diane, at this hour, still ringed by police tape. That is where the victims were standing when those suspects. A shooting that sent 8 people to the hospital and left 1 man, the father of 5, dead. How could you take my firstborn child? She is a mother mourning the death of her oldest child, the lone fatality in a mass shooting that sent 8 others to the hospital. It happened early this morning at the Trumbull Gardens housing complex. 37-year-old Savani McNeil, known as Mom throughout the neighborhood.
He didn't do anything to anyone. He didn't do anything to anyone. He was a very gentle soul.
The shooting is just after 1 a.m. Police say at least 2 hooded gunmen came from the rear of the complex, opening fire at the group standing in a parking lot. Investigators are trying to determine whether this incident is connected to a shooting last week in Norwalk, the latest battle in a long-simmering game. And Bridgeport's mayor is trying to stop the violence from escalating further.
The caregivers of this community need to sit their teen sons down. And they need to tell them to put the guns down and not to have any more further violence and further revenge in this incident.
The victims range in age from 27 to 59. One woman, known for selling ices in the neighborhood, was hit while in the shower. A stray seen a wall. For hours, police processed the scene, collecting evidence, but it may need help from the public.
Dozens of our detectives have been working nonstop on this case. We're talking to people. We need information. Information always helps.
Now, the others who were shot, their injuries not life-threatening, but again, police asking anyone with any information to contact them.
Marcus, thank you. First for an extension of the James the Droga